all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Buffalo. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
On red. Here we go.
They go play action for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Red, 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Red on red.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
19 tight.
Right to the air is Richardson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
All right, let's go. Hot.
On the ground, here is the rookie from Michigan State. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Red.
They'll stick with him again. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Third and long.
Hey, run.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 38, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
On the jump.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, son.
Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Hey, kill. Silver.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go, let's go. Safe right.
Lawrence now. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Rip, 23.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
11. Big 13 heavy. It's hot.
Throwing is Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A second down throw for Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. From the gun, Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the shotgun, Richardson.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On fourth down, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll motion over Samuel. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Richardson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Bills will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
2nd and 7.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
To throw is Lawrence. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And third down coming up.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Buffalo.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This one, downfield for Kincaid. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
1st and 10.
Let's go.
Richardson. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Throwing is Richardson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He'll try and get there, and he's into the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Lisa 24.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
11, Agate. Hey, run. Hey, I'm gun.
They send him right out of the slot.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
On red.
Higgins sent in motion. Lawrence throwing on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw. To the tight end, Likely. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Richardson going to look to throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Seahawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Still a little time. The final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. It's hot.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. A first down throw for Lawrence. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Red on red. Here we go.
That's to Kincaid once again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Take right open. Open.
Slot receiver headed right. 2nd down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. This one complete right side. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. From the gun, Richardson. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are 24. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seattle.
Hey, I'm gun. On red. It's hot.
On first down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 24. Rip 23. Red.
Lawrence. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Now Richardson And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw, Richardson. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 31 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Richardson. Now he'll run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, Richardson. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll air one out for Higgins. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. He gets it to Samuel, left side. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. A dive, and he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Seahawks. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Bills nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Red on red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Phil.
They go play action for Lawrence. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Bills. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. London brought in motion. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They go right back to Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Decent 24. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
And more of the same. Another interception. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Myers, good on the extra point, and the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Sink right. Hey, Ron. It's hot.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
On first down, it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A second down throw for Richardson. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is caught. What a throw. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will add one more onto their big lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Red.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go. On red. 13, Luke. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Hey.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Bills will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. London brought in motion. On 2nd down, Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They were forced to travel